Mark Saxton.
I'm Joey Cundiff.
And this is Blue Collar Sports Talk, and it has been too long.
Yeah, I would say a minute, but a little bit longer than a minute,
It's been too long. Unintentional, of course. We'll get into that in a second.
A little bit of not our faults. A little bit of our faults. Happens.
A little bit.
But hey,
we're glad to be back. We're glad to have you back. Let's talk some shit. It's good.
All right.
It's good beer.
Very good.
It's good beer.
You know what else is good?
Modelo sponsor us already.
Please. It's about time.
It's got to be.
It's got to be. I think this week is 1 year of Blue Collar Sports.
It is.
It's either this week or last week.
Yeah.
Whole year.
Yeah.
Whole year, and Modelo hasn't sponsored us yet.
We'll double check that date. We'll get back and we'll do an anniversary.
But you know
episode.
who did sponsor us? W Energy.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you want some real energy? Go ahead, get that sample pack. They give you 15 of them things. A little shaker cup. Drink it up. You got the energy to do a show.
Once again, they've got plenty of great flavors. The Dragonade is my favorite. Please go out and try them out.
Use the code #Blue Collar Sports Talk for 10% off.
And that does also help us. You know what else helps us?
What does?
You want some workout clothes. You want some fashionable clothes,
Ooh.
we call it.
Oh,
Really good deal. Go to Urban Boulevard, Joey.C30. You get 30% off.
it's a lot. That's almost
come
half.
on, that helps out.
That's
It helps
almost
out.
half. That's almost 60.
Yeah.
You're almost getting it for free. You might as well.
Might as well. And it helps us. Help us.
Help us help you.
Exactly. Now that sponsors are taken care of, like they take care of us.
That's right. That's good.
So we did go on a hiatus for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There was.
We had to find ourselves.
Yeah.
We went on a journey with Aaron Rodgers. We did a little
Psychedelic.
little Modelo-delic, and we learned a lot. We learned that the Padres aren't going to make the playoffs.
It's been a rough go, and it's also been a rough go for.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's hitting me again. Next year, the Tigers
No,
are winning it all. Oh, my gosh. That's some good
They're
stuff.
at least 10 years out. So, we're going to go straight into the MLB. It's been less than par.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
for
did
the
get
Padres.
Juan Soto.
Yeah, so.
At what cost?
Yeah.
You did get Josh 13 ERA hater. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we got Josh Bell, who's actually been turning it around as of late.
Yeah. Can I see your arm real quick? Is that ringworm I see?
Tatis is out with some piss poor excuses.
That's right.
80-game suspension.
It's going to be almost 300 games he's missed total in his career.
And by the way, I'd like to also, so at the beginning of the season, he was out with his wrist injury. But everybody seemed to forget that last season he had a shoulder issue. So he didn't get it fixed while he was down with his wrist.
Right.
He didn't get it fixed when he first got his suspension. 2 weeks after, he's like, well, I guess I'll finally get the shoulder surgery. Well, my guy, you might as well. It should have been done already. It should have been taken care of. You weren't on the field. I'm not mad at him for not being there. Well, besides the PEDs. I'm not mad at him for not being there. But if you're not going to be there, still be productive. Not just by taking reps on the field, but take care of what you need to take care of so we don't have to worry about a nagging injury in a playoff push. Now you add this situation, and it's just it's nonsense. You don't need to be putting yourself and your team in that position. I don't care who says what. There's been a lot of talk out there since he came out with the PEDs, talking about, well, he makes all these errors and he strikes out a lot and he does this and he does that. I get it, but at the end of the day, a Tatis Jr. is going to help any lineup in any stage of baseball.
That's right.
So
No, I agree.
So, I mean, to put yourself in this position and put your team in this position is not only selfish and ignorant, it also shows his immaturity.
Oh, yeah. It's looking like the White Sox have won that trade so far.
Yeah.
Just can't stay on the field. And some with the strikeouts, that's been a pretty big topic. Now, Aaron Judge, who always has a lot of strikeouts, is
But he also
the
has
favorite for the MVP.
He also has a lot of home runs.
That's what I'm saying, though, is that's just baseball nowadays. If you're going to hit it hard, you're going to strike out hard.
Right.
That's That's it. There's no in between.
All right.
We're not gonna have any great 300 like 340 hitters year after year. I think it's just gonna be who hits the ball the furthest the most.
Yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree. I mean, look at Luke Voigt before he left
Right.
New York.
Right.
Misses a ton, but he hits it a ton.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And then when he goes to the Padres, misses a ton
and misses more.
and misses a little bit more.
So why don't you take me to the NL? We're approaching the end of the season. We're approaching September. Baseball's kind of already, you could already kind of see who's going to be where. Why don't you take me to the NL side
Okay.
on who you think's going to finish where
Okay.
and who's going to be in the playoffs?
All right. So I got the Dodgers finishing one.
Okay.
I think it'd be quite the upset for them not to. Then I got the Mets 2. And then let's see here. What did I write down? The Braves 3 and Cards 4. I think it's pretty standard. I think things are gonna stay pretty much where they're at now. I do have a little bit of movement in the wild card. Let me see here. I got the. Let me go here. So, well, the Braves are in the wild card. So, they're the number 1 wild card team. They're 10 games up. They're not going to lose that. Then Philly is 2.5 games up right now. San Diego's in that 3rd spot, but I got Milwaukee taking that from them.
I think they're going to win that race, huh?
Yep. Both teams are having, I'd say, a favorable schedule heading
so
forward.
that 1-game playoff, you've got Milwaukee and Philly, huh?
Yeah, and I got Philly winning that one.
Okay.
But I do see Milwaukee, their schedule, I'm not saying that they're better than the Padres, but their schedule is worse than the Padres. Now, whether they handle those games like they haven't before, that's a whole different story, but their schedule is just easier.
Right.
That's where I see. I see the Padres missing out on the playoffs. Like I said, as a joke, but it's actually
it's
happened.
possible. It's possible.
So take me to your AL, and then I want to hear your NL.
All right. So my AL, at number 1, I got the Yankees. They're playing 4 and 6 ball in the last 10. Don't even get me started on their overall back last month. My number 2 slot, I got Houston.
Okay.
I hate it, but I don't see Seattle 12 games back going to come back and catch them.
Right.
My number 3 spot, I have Minnesota.
Ooh.
I do have Minnesota winning that. They're
Ooh.
3.5 back right now, but I do have them winning that. I do have them coming back and taking that division. My number 4 slot, I got Tampa. I mean, they're on fire.
Yep.
They're playing 8-2 ball. I mean, it's just a tough team. And you've got Tyler Glasnow with the possibility of coming back, even with a Tommy John surgery.
Yep.
So if he comes back, obviously that can only help. My 1-game playoff, I have Seattle and Toronto.
Okay.
I have Seattle, the home team. I have them
Ooh.
finishing better.
Ooh.
I have also Seattle winning that.
Dang. All right.
I have them winning that.
You know they have more ruptured testicles than playoff wins.
I do know that. I do know that. I feel like they're going to shock the world, at least for the first round of the postseason.
And keep the boys intact.
They got to.
They have to.
All right, so my NL side, I got the Dodgers.
Okay.
Obviously finished number 1. I mean, no matter how much I hate saying
Right.
that, you can't not say it. Number 2, I've got the Cardinals finishing.
Oh yeah, that was a correction on my part. I meant the Cardinals before the Braves. That was, bad handwriting. Tends to do that.
So I got number 2, the Cardinals. By the way, playing 8-2 ball.
Right.
Number 3, I'm still going to say the Mets are going to take that division. The Braves are only a game and a half back, mind
Right.
you. Number 4, the Braves, also playing 8-2 ball. And then I've got my Swinging Friars taking the home game against
Ooh.
Philly.
All right.
I have them making a playoff push. Now here's my thing. Now is it the Padre way to go ahead and get all these players and miss the playoffs? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not going to deny our past. I'm not going to deny our consistency.
Why change?
But I will say this. With the lineup that we have, and I agree with Bob Melvin, who, and I quote, said, we have something special here. And when it all comes together, everyone needs to look out. And I think it's going to all come together in September. Look out.
No.
Yeah, it's going to
Not
take
at
place.
all.
It's going to take place. San Diego will be winning that 1-game playoff.
So my AL, all the same, except I have The Cleveland Indians finishing above the Twins.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I do have the Jays beating Seattle. That's the only difference. But everything else, I think the AL is pretty much locked up.
Yeah. I agree.
That's about it. Now, I do want to say, MLB, if you get rid of the Field of Dreams game, huge mistake. Huge. Even with the two shittiest teams playing, it was still an
A lot of
electric
fun.
game.
Yeah, it was still a lot of fun.
They're talking
I
about
really hate that. Yeah,
getting rid of it.
I really hate that they put two teams that no one cared about.
Right. And they knew this coming into the season.
They did. They did. Oh, absolutely. When the Cubs were sellers last year and got rid of everything and the kitchen sink, come on.
And then the Reds are the Reds.
Right, right. Yeah, well, I don't see that changing
No,
anytime
no,
soon.
no.
I'm sorry. I'm a Padres fan. Screw you guys. You have to agree with me, all right? I will say this. I think that they need to plan ahead and not announce a Field of Dreams game until a good portion of the season is
So you have your teams.
and then
right.
you could put some exciting baseball in there.
Right.
I personally, I'm a firm believer in the movie when Kevin Costner picked up James Earl Jones, right? They went to go see what ball game? Do you remember? They went to go see the Red Sox and the A's play.
Mm.
I was a firm believer that should have been
The first
The
one. at
first
least.
one.
Yeah. That's right.
you missed the boat.
Well, now they're canceling it altogether.
And that's
per
terrible.
reports. And now, like, you want to make baseball fun. I didn't even know the game was on, and they started it at like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was-
I wasn't even home.
It was a very early game. I want to say literally all jokes aside, I want to say the start time was around 5:30
Yeah.
in Arizona. So now granted, I get you're trying to get prime time for certain areas, but you're going to miss out on more viewers
Right.
based on the teams and the times that you play. So me personally, I think you can make a killing off of it. You just got to have the right guys, right?
And you gotta advertise it. Like I said, I had no idea. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know what day. And I watch baseball every single day. I must have missed it, but there's no way ESPN should have let this slide. There's no way MLB should have let that one slide. And I talked to a lot of people that watch baseball. They had no idea what I was talking about.
I knew it was on. But to be honest with you, I happened to stumble across it like 2 days prior.
Stumble because he was in surgery. But I think that's about all we got for MLB. MLB keeps ruining their own game by taking away things people actually like.
I agree.
So, now things everybody likes, especially this channel. This is our #1 viewed subject, and it's going to be our #1 viewed subject for forever.
That's right.
The NFL.
It's back.
Prime time games are back. Sunday means something to me. Sorry, Big Fat, I
That's
didn't
not
mean
how we
that.
meant it.
It's not,
That's not how we meant
it.
it.
It just kind of flowed as not. No.
But I will say this: it's exciting to have the season back, especially with as many exciting teams that we have to talk about this
but
year.
not ours.
No.
No.
A lot of disappointment there.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of seems like the path for me. You know, I will say this: if I die and I'm an old man, and the Cowboys haven't won shit, I'm gonna be very, very upset.
But not surprised, right?
No, I'd be so used to it. I'd be numb, but I'd be upset. If I had dementia, you know, I want my kids to play like 90s.
Play around.
You know,
Play
give me
around.
like 90s games.
Yeah.
You know,
Play
don't
around.
just live your own life. Don't be a Cowboys fan.
Fair.
You know,
Me, I got like.
you got one, but you weren't a fan then, so it don't count.
But here's the thing, though. I've got a quarterback, arguably one of the best to ever play the game,
Yeah.
and he's got no one to throw to, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
I mean, Sammy Watkins, okay. Dubs, okay. But those aren't #1 guys.
No, not #2 guys either.
No.
Number 3.
I mean, I want to say Watkins, and it's been a long time since I've looked up his stats, but I want to say that he had 5 touchdowns last year.
Mm-hmm. Something.
So I mean, what do you expect to accomplish?
A whole lot of beating up on the Bears.
Yeah. No, we're definitely gonna win the North.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're gonna win the East. Everybody that says the Eagles are just, I mean,
Speaking of which, why don't we start with the NFC? Why don't you give me your division winners right now?
In order.
Okay.
Got the Rams, number 1 seed in the NFC. I think they're going to run it back. I don't think too much Super Bowl hangover is going to be there because, they won it. So obviously they're going to be
have the same team.
People are going to say they're going to be complacent. I don't really see that. They're going to run it back. Tampa, number 2, because you got to have Tampa 2. Brady's back, probably his last year. Then I got the Cowboys, number 3.
Okay.
I see them going like 12-5-ish. And then I got Green Bay 4 with about the same record, 12-5. Just a few weird wins, losses, could throw it off. But that should be the expectation out of camp, at least on my side. What do you have for your NFC?
So I do have, in order, I do have Green Bay finishing the number 1 seed just like they did last year. Remember, we still have...
Who'd they have last year?
Last year we had...
I'm trying to think. They must... It
was one man.
Yeah. Oh.
It's one man.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh.
And if we're being completely fair...
put him on that pedestal.
If we're being completely fair...
Okay.
Our defense got us there.
Okay.
Okay?
Did you retain your defense?
Yes, we did.
You did.
Yes.
The Smith Bros are gone.
Well, yeah, but I mean, to be honest, the people that we have replacing them, like Rashad Gary, we're not going to miss much.
I think you are.
I don't. Za'Darius left. Preston left. Yes, they were huge, but let's not forget Preston and Za'Darius missed most of the season last year due to injury. So those backups that we had playing for them last year, they're playing this year. I don't see a huge hole. Not saying that I liked getting rid of them. That's not what I'm saying. Super hated seeing them leave.
Sounds like you wanted them to go. I hope they see this. I hope they see this and go, wow, what a Packers fan.
But I will say this. I think with our defense this year, our running back duo, with a little help from number 12,
okay,
I think we're going to be just fine. I really do. Postseason, not a fan right now to talk about it.
No.
My number 2, I do have the Rams. Once again, virtually the same team. They didn't finish. I think they finished one of the bottom teams as a division leader, if I remember correctly. Which, hey, more power to them. They came back and won it all. My number 3.
I can't remember that one. That's why I nodded. I didn't want to call you out on something I don't know about.
I want to say they finished number 4.
They might have. Very well might have.
I will say this. Only because of another number 12.
Ooh.
I have Tampa finishing 3.
Okay.
Without him, I'm going to be honest. They're going to make the playoffs, but I don't. Maybe as a wild card.
I can see. No, I see them winning that division. Even if you put.
Look out for the
Jameis
Lions,
back.
dog. They could be in the hunt.
That's a different division, man. What you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the playoffs.
Oh, okay. Hey, don't you shit on the Lions. I've had a lot of in-depth conversation with you about these Lions. These Lions are going to shock the damn world and go 5-12.
I'm not against it. And then I got Dallas finishing 4th.
All right.
So, I mean...
To be fair, I'm going to write Roger Goodell a letter. Let's just skip the NFC this year. Huh? Let's just make it the AFC.
Hey, I will say this. Best conference.
Oh, yeah.
By not even close.
No. Not at all.
I mean, folks, look at it. Go on your phones. Go to the ESPN app. You tell us. We counted 5 fucking teams in the NFC. I don't see many more.
We doubled the AFC.
Yeah,
like, there's
hands down.
There's no way.
So, why don't you take me to the AFC?
I'll take you there. And this is going to be a long journey. My AFC, I got Buffalo finishing number 1. I got Bengals finishing 2. Take a look at their record, or their schedule. You're gonna be surprised. You tell us their record. We only saw a couple losses, and I mean couple like 2 or 3. Then I got the Chargers finishing 3, and Tennessee 4. That's what I got.
We could talk about wild cards all day
because they're gonna be the AFC West. All of them. I truly believe. Maybe take out the Raiders and put in the Dolphins.
Look what the Raiders did last year without Devontae.
Right. And that's why I say maybe. You know
what I mean?
Don't know, like
the Chiefs, yeah, obviously I see them making the postseason, right?
Right.
But they're not the same offense.
I don't see them as a division winner. I got the Chargers as a division winner.
Same.
What do you got?
In order, I have Cincy number 1.
Okay.
Strictly just like you said, we looked at their schedule. I mean, I don't see many losses.
Okay.
Buffalo, I have number 2. Now, the only reason why I have Buffalo number 2 is they just seem to be snake bitten on big time games, whether it's their fault or a bad call. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Number 3, I do have the Chargers. We're the same.
Okay. Gonna get
I
beat up
agree
a
with-
lot by their own division. That's the only reason why they're not number 1.
Yeah, agreed, because they do have to go through the damn trenches like a
Mhm.
World War II soldier. You know what I mean? Number 4, I have Indy.
Woo!
Just shocking the world.
Woo!
Taking Tennessee and saying, hey, buddy, it's my turn.
Hey, you know I will.
Hey,
I'll
and
give
Johnny
you
T,
something.
look out for Johnny T.
Hey, I will give you something. Last time you shocked the world was Cincy.
Yes, I did.
Is this your shock of the world pick?
This is my shock of the world
Oh
pick.
man, you know you could lose all credibility with this one.
I could. But I could have last year.
You could have let no. You didn't have no credibility.
That's true. That's true.
But you got it all. And
I could have lost what I didn't have.
So you're putting it all on the line for Matt Ryan and them boys, huh?
For Indy to make it happen.
For Indy.
Not Matt Ryan. Johnny T.
Johnny T. All right,
That's who I got.
way too early Super Bowl prediction.
Go ahead with it.
Buffalo and Tampa.
I like it.
What you got?
I want to go. I'm gonna go little. What do they call it? Unorthodox.
Oh,
I'm gonna go the Chargers and the Packers.
the Packers would have to win the playoff games to get to the Super Bowl.
Agreed.
Do you understand
But
that?
the same with the Chargers. It's a perfect match.
That's why it's like
It's kind of like Sleepless in Seattle when Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan finally.
you know what happens, right?
Yeah, but
You know what happens.
It's the same thing. It's the same story. It's like Romeo and Juliet coming together.
No, the way I
They're
see
gonna
it.
implode.
No, that's not the way I see it. I watched The Perfect Storm the other night again,
It's a
right?
good movie.
The Chargers and the Green Bay Packers and I'll throw in the Cowboys too, because we know they ain't doing shit. They are the boat going through the hurricane, meeting up with another fucking hurricane. And they're gonna go, hey, we making it right through this bitch. You know what that's called? A perfect storm. Ain't nothing gonna be happy. Nobody's gonna be happy. They all gonna be gone. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but
Hey.
it makes for a damn good story.
Hey, doesn't it? I'm just saying. I wouldn't even be against. Now I hate the Cowboys, but I wouldn't be against the Cowboys and like a Chargers or a Raiders or a team that hasn't been there.
Right. Buffalo, come on,
Bu-
that was my fun one.
No, Buffalo, I agree, but once again, they've had a lot of success with Josh Allen. I want to see some new blood. Now, granted, they haven't won the Super Bowl, agreed, but they've been hanging around.
So you
want
to see new blood, so you throw in Aaron Rodgers.
No. I'm talking about new blood. It's been a decade. Leave him alone.
Because that's some old damn blood. I don't even know if he's allowed to donate blood anymore.
Well, this season should be fun, folks.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging in there with us. We apologize on the hiatus. A lot of serious things took place. We have overcome them.
We did. Here we are.
And thanks for talking some shit. Y'all have a good week.